gonna tackle your little man. Get him. Let's get it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Lance now on 1st down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Schaefer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. Flushed out right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Lance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run with Hunt. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Lance. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And taken at the 46. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 18.
I'm only going to be able to carry it.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to and let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Chubb running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's got this down to the 35. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Running right through him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. The Browns drive about to get started.
5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Touchdown, Browns.
Anthony Schwartz
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Malik McDowell forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play there on the keeper.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
Lance now on 1st down.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
McCann now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Browns 21, 49ers 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
And Lance now to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schaefer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Yeah, they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 6. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On play action, they'll throw.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. They go with Chubb on second down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They hand it off to Mostert, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. McCann's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Lance. And now here is another interception. Tanner Muse with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get... And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
In his own end zone, it's Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And got his man complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. And Lance going to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds it.
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escape and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. Fights him off. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go, G.
From midfield, here's Lance. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Again, it's Lance. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Mike's 57, 57's Mike.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're